the Suns to start out. Here's Paul, and a look at Minnesota's opening lineup. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. And it's Russell in at the point guard position. And these two teams really get it done on the offensive end. Grant, how much of that is the system?
Well, these teams have great systems, but ultimately it's about the players. The coaching takes you a long way, but it's a players' league. You need skilled guys who can execute your system, especially when you're in the playoffs.
And so here's Phoenix. The Timberwolves getting their last shot to go. Booker for 3. Ayton passes to Bridges. 4-3. The shot won't fall. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. Double team on Towns. Gobert passes to Edwards. Paul with a steal. And now just over a minute played here in the first. Counted from distance.
Booker's all-around game is really coming together. Nice play there. But what do you say about CP3 other than this guy is an all-timer? When you think about guys down the stretch who you have run your offense, CP3 has to be mentioned up there.
Now here's Russell. And he lobs it up to the rim. It's stolen by Johnson. Bridges outside. Inside. Second chance effort. The kick out to Johnson. The offensive rebound. For 3, Booker. Booker missing again. Booker's gone just 1 for 4 from deep.
Cameron Johnson, first personal foul.
As for CP, seems irreplaceable with each team he's been on.
Well, he does so much for a team in terms of just keeping accountability from the coach's voice to his. Not only does he perform at the highest level on the floor, there's a lot of things that CP3 brings off the floor that really help teach guys what being a pro is all about.
Edwards can't hit.
He creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense not really a factor.
Booker, good.
Want to be an all-star guard like Devin Booker? You might want to start hitting your share of triples.
Pass to Towns. Let's go with a 3. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Suns.
Part of passing the rock, it's calculating risk and reward. I don't think that was a great decision.
First quarter of basketball. Just over 2.5 minutes played so far. Here's Paul. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they will count the bucket.
He almost blocked that shot in time, just a nanosecond late.
The Timberwolves trail. Outside Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Playing from behind, it's amazing he chose to dunk with that higher difficulty rating.
Yeah, no question. That was a stellar move with plenty of swagger. After a tough decade for the Suns between 2010 and 2020, they are once again a team to be reckoned with in the NBA, Brent.
Oh, man, the cachet of talent that this roster has is tremendous, and this team really came together in a hurry, and they're going to be a force for the next few years to come.
Now here's Russell. Tries again. Pass to Towns. That falls. Nice assist by Russell.
Sometimes it's the simple play that's most effective. D'Lo with a nice assist.
And here in the first quarter, a little over 3.5 minutes played. Here's Paul. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
Rudy Gobert picks one up.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
Well, there's been a lot of stops in CP3's career, but there's been no doubt that when he's on the team, he is the vocal and emotional leader of their production.
Now here's Towns. Pulls it. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
Here's Paul. He has 6, and that one drops for him. Booker's got 8.
Devin Booker will score by any means necessary, and that time over decent defense, getting the contact.
Pass to Towns, and stolen by Booker. Outside Paul. Back to Booker. And Booker with the jam.
That's an aggressive play. Devin Booker up to the rim.
The Timberwolves have gone 4 of 6 in the first quarter. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. It's Edwards with a drive. And Edwards slams it in.
With 2 hands on the rock, he powers it through.
Totally in control, protecting the ball the whole way. Here's Booker. Pass to Aiden. Bridges outside. Over McDaniels. And there's Bridges. That's good. On the assist by Aiden.
That's a good find from Aiden, understanding the defensive scheme, and he just waited for his teammate to be open.
Well, we've seen...
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns Youth Dance Team. That's right, son.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Phoenix.
Yeah, their early focus on outside scoring has paid off. They're finding plenty of points from three-point land.
And they've sort of assumed control of this game with their pressure defensively. They've been into the ball handler. They've done a great job of swarming. So they're creating some turnovers that they're capitalizing on.
On the court for the Timberwolves. Second quarter underway. The backcourt is Russell and Edwards. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. And it's McDaniels in at the 3 slot.
And Booker heating up like this, it's going to lift the confidence of the entire team when he gets it going offensively.
Here's Edwards. The Suns getting their last shot to go. No good from outside. Paul with it. And it's Gobert picking him up. The kick out to Johnson. To the inside. Aiden uses the glass on the layup.
Well, he passes to the wide open man. Bridges developing some team chemistry.
Russell, the pass to Edwards. Tipped away. And the ball out of bounds. Last touch by Edwards. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Outside Booker. Bridges against McDaniels. The turnaround Jay. Another one falls for Phoenix.
Booker's a good passer, becoming better in that area, and he knows how to work the ball around.
Pass to Edwards. Now McDaniels from behind the arc. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
Minnesota's gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Edwards with it, and it's Paul picking him up. Outside for Russell. Back to Edwards. Pass to Gobert. Stolen by Bridges. Edwards against Booker. From the arc. Pure from three-point range. Booker's got 5 points now in the quarter. And the league has redefined the rules a bit regarding the gather stick. Players getting more leeway. What do you think about that?
Well, I think the SBA are getting a little more creative in practicing that. They will adjust to the rule. That is one thing we've seen through the years with NBA players. And so in the offseason, if you can find a way to take advantage of a half a step more in order to gain advantage on a defender, I'm all for it until they change the rule back.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
It's Booker on the wing. Launches a 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. And here's Edwards. Give him 8 points now. That one goes. Count it.
And you like the balance here. Not just falling in love with the 3 ball.
For Phoenix, they've gone 4 for 6 here in the second.
2 minutes remaining in the
Russell
first
against
half.
Paul.
2 minutes.
Out to Bridges. Lets the 3 fly. Yes. And it's Paul with the assist that time. Paul's got 4 assists in the game.
Rich is confident right now, and I like to see him just be quick with those kind of decisions.
Now here's Edwards. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Paul against McDaniels. Back to Paul. Cuts off the pass. Now here's Russell. He's guarded by Paul. Outside for Russell. Pass to Edwards. Four on the clock. The 3. The shot by Russell, no good. Phoenix has gotten 5 of 11 threes to drop so far in this game. Booker for 3. Another 3 for Phoenix.
This ball is going to find anybody that's leaning the wrong way, let alone leaving an open man.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Now here's Edwards. Towns a screen on Paul. Here's Russell. And he makes it on the layup.
Yeah, I love the play there from D'Lo. Uses the play, gets some space, and then knocks it down.
Now here's Paul. He has 6. And he's going for the oop here. And Booker with the jam.
Well, they're clicking on all cylinders right now, beginning to pull away.
Well, game plan might have been good, but you have to bring it together. Right now, their chemistry is something to be admired.
Count that one. Edwards got 10 points in the game.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Booker for 3. And the Suns get another 3.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone once he hit.
A dominating first half of play, and so far it hasn't been close. Suns ahead. They lead by 18. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Boy, we're seeing a tremendous game from Devin Booker.
And the bulk of his production has been generated along the perimeter.
Yeah, he keeps tracking down those spots behind the three-point line and finding some open opportunities.
They've got Torrey Craig, Damian Lee out there with Cameron Payne. Then there's Jay Crowder, and it's Landale in at the 5. And that's the group from Monty Williams as we begin the second half.
The reverse slam, that was sweet.
Ah, the finesse on full display. Payne, the pass to Craig. The shot from the low post is good. And the Suns lead by 18.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Pass to McLaughlin. Here's Reed. Anderson for 3. Offensive rebound, Timberwolves. Back to Reed. Goes back up with 1 on the clock. That shot missing. And Phoenix the other way now. Lee on the wing. Lets it fly. No good off the back of the rim.
Let's be honest. That's not a shot he should be taking.
No, he should know better. He knows that's not his game, which is why we don't see him take that shot often.
Everyone loves the alley-oop play, B.A.
Yep, one of the prettiest in basketball. Craig on the wing. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. And he drops him first.
At the line for your Suns.
And so Craig nails both of them. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, the league and the world have endured tremendous challenges in recent years. Commissioner Silver said, quote, "We found a way to keep going under very difficult circumstances. It required enormous diligence. To keep playing throughout the pandemic, we are particularly proud of that." Brian?
Hey, the show must go on. Thanks, Allie. Reed. Unable to get that one. The Suns go the other way with it. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
And it's a completely new group for the Timberwolves. The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 5 in this third quarter. Offensively, it's been a struggle for them.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance. B.A., the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, and absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that. Crowder outside. The three is up. McDaniels with the rebound. The Timberwolves have gotten 3 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. Pass to Towns.
2 minutes remaining in the
To the paint. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
This is who Towns is, an unselfish, versatile big man with great court awareness.
Up top, Payne, guarded by Russell. Payne, pass to Crowder. Arced it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call.
Timberwolves ball.
The Timberwolves have gotten 4 of 7 shots to drop in the third. Pass to Gobert. Back to Russell. Now McDaniels. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Love to see this from Russell, as he's one of the league's most gifted passers.
Here's Lee, guarded by Edwards. Here's Landale. Goes up and lays it in, nice and easy. And the Suns lead by 14.
Not getting old here, seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
Here's Russell. Pass to Towns. Back to Gobert. Clock at 6. Second chance shot. Towns finds Edwards. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And it's a completely new group for the Suns. Phoenix has gone 7 of 15 from distance in this game. Outside Booker. Johnson against Towns. And another shot. Here's Ayton. And finally they hit one.
Defense unable to stop DeAndre Ayton that time, getting inside and using his frame.
Pass to Towns for 3. That shot's good. Russell making the play. Russell's got 4 assists in the game.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Here's Paul. Hits the target from 18 feet. Paul's got 8 points.
He is a master craftsman when he gets inside and carves out space at the mid-range. CP3 with another deuce.
Your Suns. And please give a big round of applause.
And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. So for Minnesota right now, Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Russell in at the point.
He's not the reason that they're trailing in this one. He's been on his game. There's a few of the other guys that need to pick it up.
Pass to Johnson. It's Booker on the wing. And stolen by Edwards. And he lobs it up top. And it's powered home by Towns.
And this is the chemistry Towns has with his guys. He recognizes when to go for alley-oops. I love it.
Here's Paul. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
Another shot right in the lane. That's been their MO this evening.
A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone now. Pass to McDaniels. Here's Edwards. Oh, he powers right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul, too. And he'll go to the line. It's going to be on DeAndre Ayton. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Phoenix.
Their hot shooting from long distance has been the key. Spacing the floor and rising up with that confidence.
Well, we've also seen them being very aggressive down in the paint. All game long, they've been hunting down those inside points.
Offensive rebound.
Hit up to throw down. How about Ayton going up there and showing off a little bit of his skill with the half turn?
Pass to Russell. Edwards with it. Booker defending. And the foul on Chris Paul. That's his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Booker against Edwards. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It's going to be on DeAndre Ayton.
Shooting for Minnesota, Anthony Edwards.
And both free throws good for Edwards. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Paul with it. Oh, it's blocked by Towns.
The defensive chops of Towns, able to use his length and timing to stifle shooters.
Pass to Booker. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Paul. Out to Bridges. Up and over Russell. It's wide right. Hits off the rim.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
The Suns have gotten only 2 of 6 attempts to drop in the fourth. Here's Johnson. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts. But otherwise, the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
McDaniels passes to Gobert. Stolen by Booker.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
From deep. Edwards pulls it in. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Back to Daniels. Launches it. Another miss by Minnesota. Grant would be a bad idea here to slow it down.
Yeah, the coach is definitely looking for patience and execution.
It's Edwards on the wing. Booker defending. And so they foul intentionally.
Chris Paul, second personal foul. 4th team foul.
There's a minute 26 left in the final quarter. Gobert with a screen on Paul. Oh, there's the alley. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Suns.
Yeah, that's a tough one. An experienced player in the pro game shouldn't be making that pass.
And that's how you defend. He wasn't showing any mercy with that swat.
Yeah, obviously he had the shot well anticipated, able to shut it down with authority.
Booker for 3. Connects from downtown. Booker's got 26.
Well, with the comeback out of range, we could put a bow on this one. Good performance for the Suns.
They paid the price for sloppy ball control before, but tonight they kept it locked up tight.
Yeah, they did. And at the other end, they were very disruptive defensively.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Devin Booker.
So impressed with his performance today. He was confident, he was composed, and the defense just didn't know how to adjust.
And Ayton with the stuff.
Showing us that killer instinct right now. No letting the foot off the gas for them.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
Back to Russell. Pass to Gobert. Shot clock at 3. And Aiden pulls it down. And they've been moving the ball really well tonight.
Good things come to those who take good shots.
Now Paul. So no problem for Phoenix as they get the win. This one was a fun one to watch.
both of these teams possess should make this an interesting game. We could see a lot of transition play.
Neither of these teams is going to be under duress of the shot clock. I am curious to find out which team not only plays quickly, but does so without turning it over. That maximizes their possession. That team, I think, has a real shot of winning this basketball game.
And the starting group for the Grizzlies. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. The wingmen are Bain and Brooks. And it's Morant in at the point guard. Now here's Edwards. After the miss from Desmond Bain.
No, sir. Jackson Jr.'s shot blocking abilities, part of why he was a top 5 pick back in 18.
Oh, here's Edwards. Clock at 6. Oh, the lob to Gobert. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it.
That almost looked like bad communication. You hate to see that kind of mistake.
And the Grizzlies with possession here. Morant outside. Nice move. And it's Russell with the rebound. And so it's Russell with it. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Edwards finds Towns. And oh, here we go. Brooks got it. The fast break chance. Here's Morant. It's Brooks on the wing. Good, and a nice assist from Morant.
A point knows his role. Ja loves setting guys up, always looking to pass it.
Outside Edwards. Gobert with a screen on Bain. Edwards. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. For Memphis, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Brooks with it. Now defended by Gobert. Gobert against Adams. Off target at the rim. Outside, Towns. Morant outside. Now here's Jackson. He's guarded closely. Makes it off the glass.
And that is quickly becoming Jackson's domain. He's such a strong finisher in the paint. And one of the biggest stories of the summer was Rudy Gobert being traded. Gets a fresh start with the Timberwolves.
Here's McLaughlin. Here's Towns. Goes back up. Sweet move. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. No good on the triple. Memphis leading by 5. To the middle. Adams, the pass to Morant. Towns with the steal. Fast break, Minnesota. Edwards with it. He's been... That's a great dunk.
That's an athletic freak.
Wow.
You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands. Now here's Morant. And finished off by Morant.
And how about that display of athleticism by Morant, flying up in the air for the jam.
Pass to Edwards. To the inside. And slam dunk by Gobert.
There is an imagination of creativity. This guy's passing drives the offense.
Morant against Edwards. Morant reaches to Adams. And Adams with the slam.
Well, Steven Adams is a formidable presence on the interior. Nice finish.
Pass to Edwards. We've got 1:18 left here in the first quarter. The dish to Gobert. It's stolen by Adams. And here we go with Adams running it up the court. Here's Morant. And Morant throws it down.
Yeah, Steven Adams' instinct is to pass it first, and what instincts he has. Wow, pretty play.
Now the pass to Edwards. Now the feed to Gobert. 6 to shoot. Edwards passes to Gobert. Not going to go that time. Adams, some nice D. Memphis leading by 7. Down low. Here's Morant. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time.
a solid distributor. I think Jackson is gifted at reading defenses and then being able to spot the open teammate.
So the Timberwolves call their first timeout. Minnesota making a switch. Reed's checked in. And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Some solid defense there from Jackson.
Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively.
Timberwolves trail by 9. Edwards drives in, and Edwards with the stuff.
Boy, the quickness off the dribble drive by Anthony Edwards. Being able to put it on the deck, so important.
And there's a foul called on Nazgul. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
And Morant throws it down.
And that's big-time stuff there. Morant looking unafraid to go get those lobs and finish them.
John Morant has been leading the charge, guys, for the Grizzlies. And so far, through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for Memphis.
They're really mucking things up for the opposition, racking up steal after steal, just not letting them develop any kind of offensive rhythm.
They've also done a really good job taking advantage of miscues. Their defense has been stifling in this one.
Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. Nice read out there with Karl Anthony Towns. And it's McLaughlin in at the 3. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Bain kicks to Brooks. The 3 from Morant. That one, no good. And Minnesota now the other way. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here's Brooks. Pass to Adams. And Adams with the slam.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
Pass to Edwards. Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. Feeds to Towns. But Grizzlies pull it in.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
And Karl Anthony Towns said he believes that he is the greatest big man shooter of all time. What do you think?
Well, Kev, I think a guy by the name of Dirk Nowitzki might have a thing or two to say about it, but I love Karl Anthony Towns' attitude. Oh. Wow, the size and speed of Towns, a natural-born highlight reel.
Adams sets the pick for Morant. Inside, here's Jackson. Out to Brooks. Memphis moving it around. Here's Bain. Shot clock at 6. Another shot. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Fires the 3. Brooks misses. Timberwolves trail by 9.
Whoa. The solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard. So timeout called here. First for Memphis.
We're looking for the loudest section. Fantastic.
For Memphis, they've gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5.
Give it up.
Here's Morant. Reed with the block. And that'll be Memphis as it goes out of bounds. Grizzlies retain possession.
Memphis ball.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Bain passes to Jackson. 5 to shoot. Back to Bain. Over Russell.
Well, you want to see some more ferocity on the defensive end from D'Angelo Russell. Right there, he proves what a force he can be.
Pass to McLaughlin. And the layup's good off the glass. McLaughlin's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Well, if there's one thing, Greg, that defines a modern NBA big man, it is mobility.
And they've got to be able to move their feet and really play in space. Otherwise, they just can't stay on the floor in today's game.
Russell dishes to Towns. The pass to Reed. The kick out to Towns. Jacks up a three. And Bain pulls it down. Memphis leading by 7. To the paint. Here's Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
And the flush from Jackson Jr. Great wingspan, and at 6'11", he's got a little nasty in it.
Russell finds Towns for the 3. It's rebounded by Memphis. Outside, Bain. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. This is his first free throw of the game.
At the line for the Grizzlies.
Both good from the line that time.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Out to the wing. Outside, Russell. Here's Towns. He kicks it to Edwards. Oh, took the contact and tried to throw it down over the top. But instead, he'll shoot free throws.
Hard work pays off right there. Anthony Edwards finds himself in the paint and draws contact.
And he sinks the second. Memphis leading by 10.
Who's got Joe?
Morant outside. Inside, Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
And I think they count on him for that. He is a tone setter, extremely unselfish.
Timberwolves foul. Nazgul. 4th personal foul. 2nd team foul.
And here's Brooks. He'll bring it up for Memphis. The 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. Morant kicks to Bain. Puts it up. It's stolen by Edwards. And now the fast break. Edwards with the ball. That one misses. Here's Bain. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. Their strategy has been clear tonight.
The Grizzlies, 25.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
Kicking off the second half, here's Taylor Jenkins's 5. The wingmen are Bain and Brooks. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Morant in at the 1 spot. Prince the pass to McLaughlin. Right wing. Anderson with the ball. He's picked up by Morant. 4 on the clock. Out left to the wing. Here's Noel. It's rebounded by Memphis. Jackson's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. There's the lob to Adams.
It's impressive, the level of domination at both ends, and you're seeing the results.
You know this. It's not easy building a lead on the road, but this team has been lights out throughout the game.
And McLaughlin gets it to go.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible, and boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Gobert, he's checked in for Reed. It's Jones on the wing. Passes it to Aldama. The Grizzlies with another miss. Timberwolves trail by 14. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And it's good. 2 points.
Well, you know Prince is going to be aggressive. So if you're not going to make a commitment to stop him, he's going to make high percentage shots like that one.
Many teams could use a multi-position defender like Taurean Prince.
Well, defensively, you know that Taurean is going to play with great effort night after night. He does an incredible job contesting shots, fighting through screens, and offensively, obviously, his value comes as a spot-up shooter.
And when you've got a big man who can shoot from distance like that, what a huge advantage.
Here's McLaughlin. And the dunk to finish it off. Beauty.
That should give him a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt here.
Well, sometimes it's about taking it into your own hands. That kind of individual play could spark his groove.
Jones, the pass to Aldama. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It goes on Kyle Anderson.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
Timberwolves trail by 13. Here's McLaughlin. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Here's Conchar. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Kicks it out to Jones. And he's good on the 3-ball. And the Grizzlies lead by 14.
Well, if you offer no resistance defensively, he's going to knock down the 3. It's really that simple, guys.
Here's McLaughlin, defended by Jones. And the basket by Gobert. Here's Jones. There's 1:47 left in the 3rd. So they foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Towns, he's checked in for Anderson. McDaniels comes in for Taurean Prince. Edwards, he's checked in for Noel. And D'Angelo Russell subbed in for Jordan McLaughlin. Aldama passes to Green. Here's Tillman. And he goes in for the dunk.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
They're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Russell.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group. Morant surveying the D.
Man, it's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
And this will be his 2nd and 3rd shots at the line here.
76% from the line a season ago.
He hits the 2nd from the line.
Already embracing his role as a leader on this team. Morant brings a strong work ethic and winning mentality to this team.
Russell finds Edwards. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Edwards got 8 points.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Morant passes to Bing. 3-pointer. The shot, no good. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. Morant with the steal. And oh, here we go. Brooks got it, the fast break chance. Out to Morant. Brooks, the pass to Morant. Lock at 6. Adams with the screen on Russell. Jackson in the corner. Morant bats for 2. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Right side Towns. And so it's Memphis. Up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection. And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the 4th quarter, but stranger things have happened. And the Grizzlies leading by 12. Two big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Russell in at the point. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
How about the big guy attacking the rim? The throwdowns are loud and emphatic.
Edwards looking it over. A double clutch. And Russell with the basket on the assist from Edwards. Russell's got his first points of the game.
Well, Anthony Edwards plays with joy, and you love to see him get his teammates involved. Pretty pass.
Adams sets the pick for Morant. That three off the mark.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Edwards passes to McDaniels. Outside Russell. Outside Edwards. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Gobert. Grizzlies with the rebound. Morant's got his 4th rebound in this one. He dishes it to Jackson. Brooks outside. Bain finds Morant. It's stolen by Edwards. We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up. So Edwards will go to the free throw line. It's going to be on Desmond Bain. And Edwards no good on that one.
Boy, young talents like Anthony Edwards, so exciting to watch. You know, you've got to adapt to the NBA and continue to grow and reach your potential. But there's this infectious joy and a great smile that he plays with.
Timberwolves trail by 10. Russell left side. Pass to Towns. Lets it go with the 3. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. At one point, they led by 16. Brooks against Russell. Brooks, the pass to Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
Oh, smart dish there by Brooks to a wide open man, getting him the assist and his team some needed points.
Russell dishes to Towns. And out of bounds as Memphis gains possession. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Morant outside. Here's the lob to Adams. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. McDaniels with the ball. He's picked up by Morant. For 3, Edwards. They get it back. Pass to Towns.
2 minutes.
6 on the shot clock. Out to Edwards. Second chance shot. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Grizzlies ball.
Here's Morant. And finished off by Morant.
Well, Morant is certainly making his presence felt on offense. He's in total attack mode.
Edwards kicks to Russell. Good on the triple.
He took what the defense was giving him that time. There was nobody on him on the three-point shot. Boy, don't give him the lights out.
Morant against Edwards. From deep three-point range. Out to Morant. Clock at 6. And then Morant slams it in.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute.
Back to Towns. All sorts of time. The rebound by Steven Adams.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Out to Morant. Takes a three. Basket number 8 for him on 13 tries. That's 62% so far.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
No question. They've got hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
Here's Russell. And Adams sends it back.
Length and strength and intimidation. Steven Adams sends it back.
The pass to Brooks. Shoots over McDaniel. Brooks misses. McDaniels with the ball. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
Oh, say does that
Smitty, sure to be lots of snappy ball movement in this one. These teams have incredibly strong passing game.
Yes, they do, B.A. Some great basketball minds on both teams who can just pick you apart with their playmaking. I'm sure they won't make it easy on each other.
All right, now the opening lineup for Phoenix. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Bridges and Johnson fill up the forward spots. And it's Ayton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Full 24-second shot clock. Up top, Bain. Booker defending. Bain, no good.
High percentage look for him. But bottom line, they're not all going to go down.
And Booker the bucket on the assist by Johnson.
Well, Booker can just bury you from the arc if you let him. He's a pretty efficient range shooter.
Outside Morant. Inside. Kicks it out to Jackson. Three-pointer. Hits the three-pointer.
And it didn't take long for Phoenix to match the offer sheet Ayton signed with the Indiana Pacers. Now, there was talk they might let Ayton walk after that fallout during their playoff exit. But Phoenix knew they needed to keep Ayton to remain a contender.
Now here's Bridges. Here's Paul. Oh, Morant with the block.
Flying around the court, Morant can block shots both on ball and in help.
Second team foul.
Outside Morant. Pass to Jackson. Shot clock at 6. Shot from the wing. The three is up. Offensive board. Adams. And it's slammed in by Adams.
Can't teach size and strength. Once Adams gets position, you're not rooting him out of there.
Outside Booker. From deep. Here's Bridges. The kick out to Johnson. Second shot opportunity. Here's Ayton. Adams grabs the miss. The Grizzlies have gone 2 for 5 here in the first. Bain against Booker. Bain, the pass to Brooks. It's stolen by Johnson. And the Suns pushing it up now. Pass to Bridges. Launches a three. Yes. And it's Paul with the assist that time.
And this is CP3's game. He's all about trying to get his teammates involved.
Outside Morant. Jackson outside. Shoots over Johnson. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Bain. Here's Adams. Here's Brooks. Pass to Adams. On the wing, Bain. Fires the three. And Ayton pulls it down. Phoenix has gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc.
If you look back to the Grizzlies postseason last year, there's one thing to remember. For most of their core guys, that was only their second trip to the playoffs.
Johnson finds Booker. Oh, the go-ahead bucket, no good. Memphis has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Jackson outside. Outside Bain. Adams with a screen on Booker. Adams, the pass to Bain. Back to Adams. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Booker.
He was all over that pass. That's a cautionary tale.
A little bit late there, but you tried to get into your opponent's head. Forced them to go somewhere else with the ball, and he did that.
.119 left in the first quarter. Pass to Johnson. Outside for Booker. From outside the arc. It's rebounded by Memphis. Adams has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Well, for that very young Grizzlies team, I'm thinking that playoff experience last year was invaluable, Smitty.
BA, no question. For every playoff game a young player gets under his belt, the more prepared he is for the next playoff run.
Now here's Morant. Looking for his first basket, still in this one.
Everything worked except for the outcome. You want him to shoot that every time.
And Paul gets it to go.
Tough to deal with CP3. An airtight handle and the body control to stop on a dime and knock it down.
Morant with it, and it's Paul picking him up. Morant, the pass to Adams. Payne against Booker. Misses the 3.
Okay, that's frustrating. You work hard to get these open looks. You know he liked that one back.
Outside Paul. Pass to Aiden. Beyond the arc. Adams grabs the miss. Adams has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
Phoenix foul. Chris Paul. Second personal foul. 14 foul.
First free throw is good.
When you think of Dylan Brooks, his energy stands out. A guy who gives you everything he has.
Stolen by Jackson. And the ball is tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
Jump ball is called on the floor.
One quarter in the books, and it's been a close one. The Suns on top. They lead by 2.
Please give a big round of applause for your Grizzlies youth dance team.
Good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And take a look at the Suns' performance here, guys. What are your thoughts?
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
That's their mindset. Attack, attack, and attack some more. You're not going to beat them playing soft.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Suns. Bridges and Johnson fill up the forward spots. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt, and it's Aiden in at the 5 spot. Outside Morant, puts up a 3. It's hauled in by the Suns.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Adams grabs the miss. Adams has got his 8th rebound here tonight. Jackson, the pass to Adams. Stolen by Bridges. Outside Booker. The rebound by Jackson.
He came out today planning to do as much damage from three-point range as possible. Well, it looks like it's time to change up the plan, guys.
And the Suns pushing it up now. Bridges outside. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm. Well, as you know, Grant, this game can be so hard on your body. As a player, how do you determine the difference between being hurt versus being injured?
That's a great question, B.A. Look, sometimes it's...
Oh my goodness! As creative as they come, Ja Morant has a style that's specifically his.
Outside Booker. Yep, that one goes. Booker's got 5 now.
A versatile scorer. At 6'5", Booker has enough size to make plays in the painted area.
Morant against Paul. Here's Jackson. And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
This team looks to him to score the ball. They feel good when he's taking the shots.
Paul passes to Booker. Let's go with a three. The rebound by Jackson. Memphis trailing here. From deep, Payne. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got 4 rebounds now. Bridges passes to Paul. Back to Bridges. Moran against Paul. And the call will be against Jaren Jackson. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Paul against Moran. Outside Booker. 6 to shoot. Booker missing again. Memphis has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter.
Dillon Brooks has had one heck of a start to his career. He's a solid rotational player.
Adams shot's good.
Great vision by John Morant. Has the passing talent to average double-digit assists.
Moran against Paul. Soft touch off the glass. He's got 5. As for Dillon Brooks, he's the glue that holds these guys together, Smitty.
No doubt, B.A., he's their emotional leader on this team. He can take over games at times offensively. He is really the heartbeat of this club.
Payne, the pass to Jackson. Shoots over Johnson. That one's wide left. The Suns leading. Pass to Bridges. It's good. The assist that time from Paul. Bridges has got 4 this quarter.
That's a nice read. The value of keeping your eyes up.
Outside Morant. Fires the 3. That shot is off. And Phoenix will come the other way. And stolen by Bridges. Here we go, 1-on-1. And it's Bridges with the jam.
And this kind of play is only going to grow their lead, holding the other guys down on defense and converting on the turnover.
Moran against Paul. Shot's good by Moran. Moran's gotten his 2nd bucket of the game.
It breaks down your defense when John Morant gets in the lane. You want to force him outside.
There's a screen by Johnson. Here's a 3 from Paul. The Grizzlies pull it in. Jackson's got 4 rebounds now. Brooks outside. To the middle. Here's Adams. Ooh, and Adams, strong finish.
A player who's aware of everything around him. Brooks sees the man break open and hits him.
Booker with a screen on Moran. Throws it up high. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt. And we're through the first half of play here at Westwood.
21. And put your hands together and get loud for the Jabberwockies.
And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Well, you look at Mikal Bridges. What a contribution.
He's been so disruptive defensively in the first half. His fast hands pick plenty of pockets.
Well, if you want to get into your offense quickly before the defense can set up, creating turnovers is a great way to do it.
Moran and Payne in the backcourt together. Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. And it's Adams in at the center position, locking down the middle. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Taylor Jenkins. Payne, no good.
The defense got lucky there. That's one you expect him to drain.
And Cameron Payne is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
A line change here for Memphis. Well, Memphis shooting just 37% in the game. Jones in the post, defended by Payne. And the Suns pushing it up now. Pass to Craig, back to Lee. Plenty of space. And it's Tillman with a rebound.
Those are precisely the looks this team is trying to create.
You know, if you get the ball to the right guy in the right spot, more often than not, you're coming away with points.
Now here's Green. Here's Aldama. Off target from 3-point range. And the Suns shooting just under 40% from the field. Crowder Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around.
Cameron Payne.
And the Suns lead by 6. Payne against Jones. Third quarter of play with just over 1.5 minutes gone by. And it's Green missing.
I'm not sure how he's going to explain that shot later.
Low percentage chance. If it's not there, give up the rock. Trust your teammates.
Action on the break has fueled them tonight. They're winning the transition battle.
It's such an advantage when you can get out and run and get a good look before the defense can set up.
Outside for Green. Pass to Aldama. Takes a 3. Phoenix grabs the miss.
You know, he was looking for revenge, trying to match shots from distance.
And it's Crowder missing. For Memphis, they've gone 0 for 4. Not the way they want to start the second half. That's tipped. Here's Aldama. On the wing, Conchar. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Outside for Green. Just 2 to shoot. Ooh, the Grizzlies with another miss. The Suns have gone 2 of 5 in this third quarter. Payne with it. Green picks him up. Pass to Landale. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Memphis has got nothing to fall here in the third. 0 for 4.
Remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Here's Tillman. Little turnaround. And that one's long. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. And it's Crowder missing. Memphis trailing here. Pass to Tillman. Here's Conchar. He buries it from 3. Conchar's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. The Suns shooting a low 29% since halftime. Payne against Jones. Here's Landale. Crowder right side. The 3 is up. And the 3-pointer goes. Crowder's got 8 points.
And this has been Crowder's role for a while now. Often shoots more 3-pointers than 2-pointers.
Pass to Aldama. Crowder with a steal. Outside Payne. Crowder outside. Here's Landale. Here's Conchar. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Defensive mix-up there. He's the last guy you want to leave open.
Payne against Jones. Craig on the wing. Pass to Landale. It's rebounded by Memphis. 19 seconds left in the third. Here's Tillman. And Craig pulls it down. Outside Payne. To the inside. And the powerful one-handed slam.
Superb vision and decision by Jay Crowder. Rotating the ball, executing this offensively flawless.
And and let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up, keep the ball moving. You're going to keep the defense on its heels.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. And so in the game for the Suns, they've got Torrey Craig, Cameron Payne out there with Damian Lee. Then there's Jay Crowder, and it's Landale in its center. There's a screen. Pass to Landale. 5 on the clock. Aldama grabs the board.
This is the shot you want right at the rim. He just couldn't deliver.
Green, the pass to Jones. Back to Green. Lays it up and banks it in. Green's got his first points of the game.
For his career, more than half of Green's shots have been three-pointers, but he can also hurt you a little in the lane.
Pass to Lee. Conchar pulls it in. Well, the Grizzlies shooting just 38% for this game so far. Jones drives in. And down it goes. 2 points. The Suns leading. We've gone about a minute and a half into this fourth quarter. Crowder with it. He's picked up by Jones. Pass to Landale. Back to Crowder. Lee on the wing. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Landale. Doesn't go that time. Now Memphis takes it the other way. They are looking really strong offensively.
Yeah, just terrific momentum. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Jones finds Green. Here's Conchar. To tie it up. The shot misses. Jones against Payne. Here's Lee. The shot no good. Pass to Conchar. To take the lead. And it's Lee with the rebound.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Here's Landale. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
This is a close-knit group. They feed off one another's energy.
Tillman in the post. Pass to Jones. Fires for three. Drains the triple.
And defensively, how do you leave them that open in crunch time?
The Suns have got 1 out of 6 shots to fall in this final quarter. Not ideal. Here's Landale. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
Both teams will make substitutions. And so he drops them both. And it's a 3-point game.
Fantastic job stepping up and knocking those 2 down. That's got to be a huge confidence builder.
Pass to Bain. Wide open. And a great assist by Moran as that one goes.
He lives for moments like this because he wants to be the guy to hit the clutch shot.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Counted.
When momentum is up for grabs, Chris Paul seizes the moment. He comes through when his team needs him the most.
Outside Morant. Pass to Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
The young fella, Jaren Jackson, has showed us the ability to step up and make big shots.
Ball against Morant. Here's Landale. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. And the Suns lead by 3.
His nimbleness makes him a unique threat at the rim.
Morant against Paul. Adams with a screen on Paul. And he lobs it up. Trying to go for a lob there. Excellent defense and anticipation to stop it. Pass to Bridges. Stolen by Jackson. The 3 from Bain. And it's good. Oh, a tremendous 3. We're tied.
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Incredible shot with everything on the line coming through for his team.
Jackson with it. And Johnson picks him up defensively. Outside Morant. To take the lead. It's hauled in by Landale. Here's Booker. Money.
A high-volume score with just too many moves to count. Booker is so dependable under pressure.
Memphis calls timeout. They trail by 2. 11 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Guys, what do you think?
more than enough time to get a bucket.
But I'm curious to see, will they go for a 2 to tie or a 3 to win it all?
And we're going to have a jump ball.
The call on the floor is a jump ball.
So it's the Suns taking the W in a close one. With the late victory, they upset.
one, the big man. Both these teams have talented front courts. And we've got a game that's sure to be a crowd pleaser, Greg. Two high-octane offenses going head-to-head.
And it's not just run and gun. Each team has a very well-refined attack. And this kind of matchup comes down to which side can maintain their energy through all four quarters.
So the opening lineup for the Suns. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. The small and power forwards are Bridges and Johnson. And it's Ayton in at the 5. Now here's Edwards. The kick out to Towns. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Gobert. Good, and the assist goes to Towns.
And using his insane wingspan and athletic frame, Gobert can flat out dominate down low.
Now here's Paul. Pass to Booker. Dishes to Johnson. Booker against Edwards. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Booker.
And looking back to Devin Booker in that 2015 draft, this guy went 13th overall.
What a steal. Plus, Book was the 4th guy taken from his own college. I think that put a giant chip on his shoulder, fueled Devin to the all-star he is today.
And here's Edwards from the arc. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. The shot's good from Paul.
Defense looking lazy there. You can't allow Paul to get inside like this. That's just asking for trouble.
And there's the pass to Edwards. He feeds it to Gobert. And stolen by Ayton. Back to Bridges. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
And you got to be cautious around Ayton. When the pass isn't precise, he has an ability to poke it away.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
I had a chance to catch up with Chris Finch. He's confident in their ability to win the battle of the low post. That's where he'd like to see most of the action take place. Kevin, I think we can expect them to pound the ball down low every chance they get. Let their big men go to work.
Okay, David, much appreciated. Now here's Booker following the shot by Chris Paul. Booker the pass to Ayton. Offline with his 3. And there's the foul. It's on Cameron Johnson. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Minnesota's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Outside Edwards. Back to Russell. Outside Edwards. Timberwolves passing it around. Over to the left wing. And Towns the bucket on the assist from Edwards.
And showing he can make plays for others. Edwards moving it with conviction.
Edwards against Booker.
2 minutes.
Bridges outside. Back to Booker. Lets it go from deep. Unable to get that one. So Minnesota will take it the other way. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And so Booker will bring it up for the Phoenix Suns.
Well, guys, look, the Phoenix Suns ended the regular season on a high note last year. They finished first in the Western Conference, a feat they hadn't accomplished in a bit of time.
Outside, Towns. Pass to Edwards. The kick out to Towns. Here's Russell. Rebounded by DeAndre. In 2004, the Phoenix Suns clinched the top spot in the Western Conference, and they're about ready to do it again.
Yeah, and that was the Steve Nash, Amari Stoudemire days, and that was practically 2 decades ago. But the Suns have earned this top spot. They have been putting in the hard work with this young core and grinding out all these games.
Is that 7 seconds or less?
Yes, sir.
Basket good. Gobert's got his second bucket.
And all of that size rolling there after that screen. Gobert moves now with such confidence when in the pick and roll.
Now here's Booker. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. The Trey. Minnesota with the rebound.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off. Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
Now here's Paul. Here's the dish to Johnson. Back to Paul. Pass to Booker. Paul kicks to Booker. Over Edwards. The turnaround jumper. Count it.
Few create shots as easily as Paul does for his teammates. He is just a great setup guy.
A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Suns. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And taking a look at the Suns' performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, it's clearly a focus for them in this one, and no question that all the second chance looks are paying off.
And Phoenix, looking who they've got on the floor. The small and power forwards are Bridges and Johnson. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. And it's Ayton in at the 5 spot.
Mikal Bridges has found a groove the last couple of years. 5 years removed from college, and he's become a full-time starter.
Timberwolves trail by 3. McDaniels kicks to Towns. Lets it go with the 3. And he's good on the 3-ball. Towns has got 5 points so far.
And about Mikal Bridges, just how good can he be?
He's got the power to beat you off the dribble inside. Certainly likes to attack the paint, but he can also spot up and beat you from beyond the arc.
Bridges with it. Picked up by Edwards. Kicks it out to Paul. Johnson down low. Defended by Towns. And it's Johnson that time on the assist by Paul.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
Edwards passes to Gobert. Here's Russell into the lane. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And now in the final year of his contract, D'Angelo Russell trying to get back to that all-star level and the promise that got him that last 4-year deal.
And after a lackluster performance in last year's playoff, Russell has some making up to do.
Yeah, and the efficiency has been a problem. Now, if you're a player whose primary value is at the offensive end, you can't just be a volume scorer.
Now here's Towns. He has 5. Outside Edwards. Another miss by Minnesota.
And he continues to cast away, but the results just haven't been there tonight.
No good from Booker. Timberwolves have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Russell with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. And Paul over to help. The Timberwolves working the ball around them, and they take the lead. Edwards got the lead up to 3 now for the Timberwolves.
And so good off the bounce. Edwards working on his shot off the catch, and it is paying off.
On the wing, Booker. Here's Hayton. Stolen by McDaniels. Knocked away. It's stolen by Johnson. Bridges kicks to Booker. From the arc. Again, the miss by Booker.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
And stolen by Ayton. And there's the feed to Bridges. Paul outside. Fires from deep. Good on the triple. Paul's got it all tied up now for the Suns. And in the last decade, defenses switching on screens has increased dramatically. Is this the new normal, you think?
Kevin, I think so. I think teams that switch well tend to defend well, because switching can create mismatches, but it's harder to punish those now with all the help defense.
Al Paul after the missed three from Karl Anthony Towns. Johnson wide open. He fires. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in.
The basketball genius of Paul in action, finding those chances to set his guys up.
Russell passes to Edwards. Going inside, and he goes big with the dunk right over DeAndre Ayton.
And what a creative finisher. Edwards is so fast in how he gets up to throw it down.
Booker in the corner, and it's Bridges at the elbow. Here's the three. It's rebounded by Towns. And it's Towns with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They trail by one. For three, Edwards. He can't get it to go. And Phoenix the other way now. Feeds it to Paul. Kicks it out to Johnson. On the wing, Booker. McDaniels defending. 6 on the shot clock. Ayton inside. Russell's there. And it's Ayton missing. The Timberwolves gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. Towns in the corner. Crowder with the steal. Tie game in Minnesota. And will return shortly.
19. The Suns. 19.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Anderson is out there with McDaniels. Then it's Naz Reid. And it's McLaughlin in at the point guard. That's Chris Finch's 5 as we get into the second half. It doesn't go for him. And Phoenix the other way now. Lee outside. Crowder sets a screen for Lee. A three-pointer off the mark. The Timberwolves shooting 41% for the game. There's McDaniels. Passes it to McLaughlin. Here's Noel. To the wing on the left. 6 to shoot. Now the pass to Reid. Lee outside. From past the arc. Crowder kicks to Lee. Pass to Payne. Back to Lee. 5 on the clock. Crowder a screen on Anderson. Lee outside. Minnesota with the rebound. McDaniels with the ball. No points in the game yet for him. Noel. On this that time would have put him up. Phoenix has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Lee up top. McDaniels defending. Now, here's Craig. He's covered closely.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
Reed the pass to McLaughlin. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Now, here's Reed. Tight defense on him. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. Out to the right wing. Here's Payne. And he banks in the layup. And now a 4-point Suns lead.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Here's McLaughlin. Payne covering. Reed misses.
Had enough room to finish, and that's one he'll usually make.
Craig kicks to Payne. Crowder from outside. It's not going to go for him. Timberwolves have gone 0-5 to the start of the second quarter. Extremely cold shooting coming out of the locker room.
2 minutes.
Payne passes to Craig. Out to Lee. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Landale misses. Timberwolves trail by 4. Anderson outside. Screen by McDaniel. Anderson against Crowder. That one's not going to go. Now the Suns take it the other way. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by Noel. Minnesota shooting at a 32% clip from the field. They're just not executing. McDaniels passes to Reed. One's end left to play in the third.
Just no chance there for the defense. Major size disadvantage. He's got no business trying to stop that slam. Just get out of the way.
Payne looking around. To the inside. And Kyle Anderson gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. A new lineup here for the Timberwolves.
Substitution on the court.
There's 47 seconds left in the third. And stolen by Prince. Edwards with it. Now guarded by Hooker. And Towns throws it down.
And how about the athleticism from Towns there? Skying up with ease to power through on that alley-oop.
Ball passes to Johnson. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one is on Towns.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
And both free throws good for Johnson.
No surprise there. He's about as automatic as it gets from the stripe. I hope I didn't jinx him.
Ball against Russell. For the lead. It's good from long range. Russell's got 6.
Oh, my man way beyond the arc. D'Angelo snatched.
Ball passes to Booker. 3-pointer. The shot misses. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. Timberwolves ahead. They're up by 1. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. And it's Paul with the ball for the Phoenix Suns. Setting the floor for the Suns. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. The small and power forwards are Bridges and Johnson. And it's Ayton in at the center. It's Prince on the wing. Bridges with some nice defense. Suns trailing. To the paint. It's tipped and stolen by Russell. Pass to Edwards. Driving the lane, and Edwards with the stop.
You can't let Edwards get in the lane. Outstanding at using that burst of speed on the drive.
Booker with the screen for Paul. Three-pointer. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got 4 rebounds in this game. Down low. And Edwards with the stop.
Using outstanding floor awareness there. Russell's ability to pick apart the defense and find the open man.
Paul dishes to Booker. He kicks to Ayton. Out that one, and the Minnesota lead has been cut down to 3 on the bucket from Devin Booker.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period.
El Phoenix shooting struggles apparent. 37% from the field. To the middle. Here's Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
Unsurprisingly savvy pass by Booker, setting another guy up for success instead of forcing a shot.
Outside, Towns sinks the three-pointer. And the Timberwolves lead by 4.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
Paul kicks to Bridges. Passes it to Ayton. Kicks it out to Paul. Bridges outside. On the clock. Great open look there.
I see ice. He has absolute ice in his veins. This guy, he lives for these moments.
Right side Towns. The pass to Prince. The kick out to Towns. The offensive rebound. Gobert the pass to Prince. And the layup's good off the glass. Prince has got his first points of the game.
And how about the recognition by Gobert? I mean, of course, it does help when you're 7 feet like Rudy. It can give you a clean view of the court. You're not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Daniels is checked in for Taurean Prince. A nice shot by Booker.
When they need points, they do everything possible to give Booker his touches.
Russell kicks to Towns. Edwards inside.
Nice finish. And the more experience Edwards gets, the better he'll become, especially when he's stepping up and hitting the big shots.
Pass to Bridges. Back to Paul. Now Bridges. McDaniels defended. Bridges outside. And the dunk by Booker.
Talk about a bailout shot, but how many people are composed under pressure like Booker is?
McDaniels kicks to Edwards. There's the drive. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Bridges up top. McDaniels defending.
And usually that's a bucket for him, but look, nobody's perfect in the mid-range.
He dishes it to Towns. He feeds it to Gobert. Pass to Towns. Out to Russell. Shoots the 3. The putback. It's good.
Unreal. Big Cat, one of the game's great scorers, also deadly in the clutch.
Ayton a screen on Russell. That's a 2 from Paul. Misses off the left iron. And it's Towns with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. And they go to the intentional foul. 20 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Towns for 3. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Phoenix calls timeout. They trail by 2. We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what do you think?
Big chance here to tie it with a bucket.
And you also have to wonder if they'll try for a 3. But they'll probably try for a 2. But if something opens up outside, I doubt that they will hesitate to take it.
Booker finds Bridges. Back to Booker. That's a 2 from Paul. That will count.
Oh, big time shot. Wow, that's the end of the game.
Down it goes. And All right, everyone. Greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready. And these are two high-flying teams, Grant. Loads of athleticism on the floor. What's it like to play in a game like this?
Oh, B.A., it is the best. It's so much fun. I mean, of course, here we're expecting lots of fast breaks, dunks, just in general, a lot of action. And, of course, the fans love these type of games. I can't wait.
So, the opening lineup for the Timberwolves. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. And it's Russell in at the point guard position. And so they foul intentionally.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Come on, this kid is electric. Morant draws a lot of fouls with the way he plays.
And he's good on the second. And Clark, how about the progress of the Timberwolves?
Love what they've done, B.A. They've put the pieces in place to be a playoff regular and still the youth to grow in the long term. That's a nice combination, especially when you look at a guy like Anthony Edwards. He's special. Boy, the athleticism of Edwards is something to behold. Love watching him sky up to throw it down.
Morant, the pass to Bain. Hey, how's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
I think we can say that shot is well within his range.
Yeah, let's hope so.
Yeah, and especially when he caps it off with the steady one-hand jam.
Now here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
With two hands on the rock, he powers it through.
Totally in control, protecting the ball the whole way.
And he should be. I mean, remove all doubt. Get it down, hard, and simple.
Ooh, Gobert with a steal. They've got numbers. The ball's knocked loose. The kick out to Edwards. Pass to Gobert. Second chance shot. And the layup good by Edwards. Edwards has got 6 points.
Oh, you love to see that kind of vision from Gobert. As much attention as he draws from the D, there's bound to be an open man, and he just got to find him.
They get it back. Here's Adams. The layup off target. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. McDaniels from long range. Ja Morant grabs a miss. For Memphis, they've gone 1 for 3 so far. Edwards pulls it in. And here's Minnesota now. Russell to pass to Edwards. Off the mark there with a 3.
He had more than enough room to hit that. Just couldn't make it happen.
Here's Brooks. Oh, there's a killer two-hand slam.
Did you see that? That was one of the best moves I've ever seen.
Picture-perfect execution. He was focused and refused to be denied.
And finishes with force. Boy, you gotta love that.
Now here's Brooks. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
To the left wing. Towns finds Russell. Towns on a screen. To the inside. And it's powered home by Towns.
Towns attacks the basket with such a ferocity and never give up attitude. I love that about him, guys.
First personal foul. Third team foul.
1:50 left in the first quarter. Bain against Russell. Outside for Morant. Back to Adams. Just 5 to shoot. It's stolen.
He saw the pass coming a mile away. Was perfectly positioned to intercept it.
And it's powered home by Towns.
And a good call. Towns, one of the best in the league with the catch and flush.
Now here's Morant. Outside Bain. From behind the arc. No good on the shot. And Minnesota will come the other way. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Timberwolves.
Well, great play down low. I mean, you expect the defense to adjust, collapse maybe, but that should open up things on the perimeter later in the game.
I would like to highlight, too, guys, the excellent passing they've done early on. I mean, they've done a really good job putting the ball into the hands of guys ready to shoot it.
McDaniels passes to Russell. 6 to shoot. Brooks against McDaniels. Launches a 3. Adams grabs the miss. Memphis trailing here. Brooks, the pass to Morant.
And then Morant with the jam! Now, I know he makes it look easy, but it takes incredible physical tools to pull that off.
Athleticism and explosion.
Yes, indeed. Let's just call him ladder climbing.
Another miss by Minnesota. For Memphis, they've gone 4 of 8 and looking in control. Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Adams with the ball, and it's Gobert picking him up, and it's Adams missing. Russell against Morant. Russell, the pass to Gobert, and Gobert with the stuff.
Terrific read on the part of Russell that time. Scanned the court, spotting the open man, and then whipped it there for an easy bucket.
Jackson with a screen on Edwards.
He's a potent mix of effort and ability. Hard to shut down a player of his caliber.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close.
Please give a big round of applause for your Grizzlies youth dance team.
And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. All right, let's quickly break down the game. What we've seen so far from the Timberwolves, guys.
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
On the court for the Timberwolves, second quarter underway. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards, and it's McDaniels in at the 3, the small forward. Minnesota in the lead. Pass to Towns, fires from deep. It's rebounded by Memphis. Adams has got his 4th rebound in this one. Payne against Edwards. Outside Bane. And Morant with the basket on the assist by Bane. Morant's got 8 points.
In the paint, Morant stays nimble, and that allows him to make any needed adjustment to his shot.
They've been keeping things close.
And now have a chance to jump back on top, B.A.
And it's out of bounds to Minnesota. Minnesota's gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Morant against Russell.
Not easy escaping Adams' wingspan as a defender. His reach helps him stay on top of you.
Here's Morant. And it falls for him. He's now 4 of 7 from the field. Well, Clark, you've got your good players in the league, but then there's that group that is in that elite category. What type of player commands that kind of respect?
Well, I think it's a guy who shows up every day but produces at a high level. I think you probably tip your hat to scores in that case, but there's a lot of respect and cachet given to outstanding defenders. Anybody that's excellent consistently, I think, gets a level of respect that's special.
And it's the Grizzlies with the ball after the Timberwolves picking up a basket a moment ago. Here's Adams. Ooh, and Adams, strong finish.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Now here's Russell. Pass to Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
And this is why Gobert shoots a high percentage, because he looks to finish with strength inside.
Outside Morant. Adams with a screen on Edwards. Morant, the pass to Adams.
Second personal foul.
That free throw, no good.
Yeah, and we hear this a lot about the Grizzlies, but it bears repeating. There's probably no team in the NBA that has more reason for optimism than Memphis.
Here's Russell. That's in. Coming off an assist from Towns. And now a 3-point Timberwolves lead.
On the fast break, D'Angelo gets a good release down court, finishes the job there.
Jackson with a screen on Edwards. Morant, they get it back. Tries again. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It's going to be on Karl Anthony Towns.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
You know, I think about all the optimism surrounding the Grizzlies. The rest of the NBA has been put on notice.
The NBA, and they should be. This team should be a contender for years to come. If the front office makes the right moves, which they have in the last few years, they could be hanging up some banners very soon.
Now here's Morant. He's got 10. Down low. Oh, what a play. Just palms the block. Throws it up high. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Textbook up fake there. Towns does a great job imitating his usual shot motion. Earns himself a trip to the line.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
To have a big who's great at the line, such a plus.
Outside Morant. To the paint. Here's Adams. No one on him. Makes an easy one. Adams has got 4 points in the quarter.
And Morant is a natural leader. Someone who wants to get his guys involved when they're open.
Pass to Russell. There's 48 seconds left in the first half. Edwards, a pass to Gobert. Towns for 3. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
I love the ferocity from Gobert. Snagging that board and getting the putback, he wasn't going to be denied.
Morant, the pass to Adams. And that one good. Adams has got 6 points.
Yeah, he recognized the overcommitment by the defense there and then made a smart pass to get that ball back outside.
Towns for 3. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. And the Timberwolves lead by 3.
You want to talk about length? Gobert's arms go on forever. A major threat for putback slams.
Morant, the pass to Jackson. Here's Adams. And he makes it on the layup. Give him 8.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
And so it's Rudy Gobert making things happen for the Timberwolves. And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at Rudy Gobert in this game, he's been everywhere.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
Morant and Bain in the backcourt together. Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. And it's Adams in at the 5. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Taylor Jenkins. Now here's Morant. Here's Bain. Good, and the setup by Morant. Morant's got his 4th assist in this one.
Sometimes when you've got that much room, you can't resist doing something special.
Here's McLaughlin. Kicks it out to Anderson. Pass to McLaughlin. Anderson with a screen on Morant. Back to Anderson. Ooh, excellent D there from Jackson.
Good offense squaring up against better D there. You got to appreciate that stop.
Morant, the pass to Jackson. Oh, the go-ahead bucket, no good.
Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated about that.
Kicks it out to Anderson. And he lobs it up to the rim.
Oh, incredible. Save that one. I want to watch it again.
Awesome.
Virtually impossible to top that alley-oop.
So Memphis ends up going with a new group. Right around a minute and a half played in the third quarter. Outside Jones. Pass to Aldama. This for the tie! Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll head to the line for three. It's going to be on Naz Reid. He's off on the second.
Taking 3 shots.
And he nails the third. Over a minute and a half now into this third quarter action. To the middle. Pass to McLaughlin. Back to Prince. Here's McLaughlin, defended by Jones. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. Here's Anderson, and the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. And we're just about 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Outside Jones. For the lead. Here's Aldama. Deflected. Noel drives in. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. For Memphis, they've gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Outside Jones. And Anderson over to help. Here's Aldama. And another miss by Memphis. For Minnesota, they've gotten 3 of 4 shots to fall so far in the third. Here's McLaughlin. Knocks down the triple. And the Timberwolves lead by 7.
Love the energy here in the third. Trying to take control now of this contest.
And I really think this is the time to do it because this is a real important juncture in the ball game right here.
Outside Jones. Tillman with a screen. Fires the three. And Jones good for 3. Jones has gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Here's McLaughlin. Pass to Anderson. Uses the glass on the layup.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
Memphis has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Outside Jones. Driving to the basket. Outside for Green. Takes a 3. And again, it's Memphis with a 3.
Nice fluid motion there on the catch and shoot jumper from Green. You can't rush that shot. You got to be smooth with it, and he is.
Here's McLaughlin. Pass to Reid. Anderson for 3. And it's Tillman with a rebound. Memphis has gone 2 of 3 from outside so far in the third quarter. Reid brings the double. Jones from outside. Minnesota with a rebound. 1 minute left to play in the third quarter of basketball. Here's Noel.
Well, that's good work by Prince there, spotting the open man and then putting the ball on target on time right in the shooting pocket.
Outside Jones. Oh, he missed the layup. He had it with the pump fake. The Timberwolves have gotten 6 of 8 shots to go and looking good since the break. Here's Prince. Green covering. Here's Anderson. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. They'll pin that foul on Danny Green. And so he makes both from the line. Memphis trailing here. Outside Jones. 15 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Conchar. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
close the gap. You need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative.
And that'll do it for the third quarter. The T-Wolves on top, up 5. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And a look now at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the fourth quarter. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Russell in at the point. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, I had a chance to find out what Taylor Jenkins was discussing with his players. He told his players he expects more from them at the line, saying, quote, keep drawing fouls, keep getting to the stripe. But when you do, you gotta make it count. Not looking to give those freebies away. Back to you.
And Allie, thank you for that. Here's Morant. And then Morant with the jam!
Plays with so much confidence. When Morant gets in a zone, he stays aggressive.
About 1 minute played here in the fourth quarter. Gobert passes to Russell. Edwards against Bain. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
Well, you know, for me, when you can convert this many times in the paint, I think that's a sign that your offense is really in a healthy state.
Also, guys, they put in maximum effort on the offensive glass. Great determination to follow shots and not giving up on the possessions. Ooh, bouncy. That should give them a nice lift.
Good timing. They needed that one.
And, you know, that's exactly what happens when you don't settle. That's the result. Tremendous effort and a big-time finish there.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
What determination from Morant in the paint, getting his shot off despite being fouled.
And Morant drops them both. The Timberwolves have gone a perfect 3 for 3 here in the fourth. Russell, the pass to Edwards. That falls. Nice assist by Russell. Edwards got 9 points now in the quarter.
Boy, tonight just gives you a picture of the potential of Edwards. I mean, this guy is an electrifying scoring guard.
Here's Morant. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled, and the head coach doesn't like the call at all. He's opting to use his challenge. He wants the officials to look at the replay.
People were worried that this would slow the action down. But with so many close calls in every game, the NBA was smart to adopt it.
The previous play is under review.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look.
The ruling on the floor stands.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. And Morant drops them both.
That's what he does. Rock solid at the line.
For Minnesota, they've got all 4 shots to go in this final quarter. Pass to Towns. Back to Russell. Towns, a screen on Morant. Russell to pass to Towns. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play opportunity.
And, you know, we all know how talented Towns is. Now it's time for him to up the ante and do big things in the playoffs.
Jackson outside. Outside Morant. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
And, you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
The shot by Towns, no good.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
The three from Bane. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Towns passes to McDaniels. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Bane with it. He's picked up by Edwards. Inside. Morant, no good. A minute 29 left in the game. Pass to Towns. Launches it. He can't get it to go. Memphis trailing here. Morant, pass to Bane. Outside for Brooks. Six on the shot clock. Memphis needs to get off a shot. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Minnesota's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the 4th quarter. Pass to Towns. There's 45 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Back to Russell. Outside McDaniels. Sends it home from three-point land. And the Timberwolves lead by 10.
They really came in with the right mindset today. I can guarantee you their flight home will be filled with some smiles.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exit.
And he recovers it. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Edwards. Goes back up. Outside for Russell. So we see the Timberwolves taking the W here. Exceptional effort on the road.
star.
Hi, everyone. Always fun to be on the call for one of these games, Brent. Conference rivals going at it. So much emotion. Teams that are very familiar with each other.
I love it, Kevin, and I'm so happy to be here with you for this one. This is going to be awesome. You don't get a lot of games like this, so hype, where the crowd is really into it. So let's move up a little bit and sit on the edge of our seats, should we?
And the starting group for the Grizzlies. The wingmen are Bain and Brooks. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Morant in at the 1. Inside, and Morant throws it down.
Well, Steven Adams has more skills than just being a screen setter out there, showing them off there.
Ball against Morant. Johnson up top, back to Ayton. It's stolen by Adams, and here comes Jackson leading the fast break. Here's Brooks. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And he plays with swagger, and when Brooks makes plays like that, it just fuels his fire even more.
Memphis shooting their first free throw of the game.
Definitely an area where they can improve. Only 73% as a team from the line last year.
Grizzlies have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game.
Man, Devin Booker is a true shooter. A walking bucket, always ready to let it fly.
And the proof is right there in the numbers, Greg. I mean, 2 seasons in a row, he's been top 10 in field goal attempts. So he knows how, when, and where to get that ball up.
Now here's Johnson. Steven Adams unable to get his last shot to go. And the wide open shot from Paul. Phoenix no good that time either. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Grizzlies. No one near him. It's hauled in by the Suns.
So weird. Sometimes when you get that much time, it can throw you off just as much as having no time. Ayton up there just to drop it in and take some of that rim with them.
Here are the Grizzlies with the ball. And here's Morant. Passes it to Brooks. And stolen by Ayton. From downtown. And it's Paul missing. Bain looking around. Here's Brooks. And it's Ayton with the rebound.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
Back to Paul. Launches it. That shot off the mark. And so Morant will bring it up for the Grizzlies. Out to Brooks. Ball against Bain. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Kicks it out to Booker. Bridges against Morant. Trying to find Jackson. He's got it now. The alley-oop finish is off the mark. Suns trail by 4. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ja Morant. That's his first foul. Now Bridges. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And the dunk by Booker.
Well, he passes to the wide open man. Bridges developing some team chemistry.
Morant against Paul. Outside for Jackson. There's the feed to Adams. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
And an early swat like that can really set the tone. Now the shooters will be feeling his presence.
Phoenix has gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. All finds Booker. Ayton a screen on Bain. And here's Booker from the arc. Sinks the triple. Booker's got 5 now.
Tough to guard Devin Booker on the quick pick and roll with his size and speed. He can be very dangerous in these sets.
Horens scanning the floor. In the corner, it's Bain. Four on the clock. Here's Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
And the flush from Jackson Jr. Great wingspan, and at 6'11", he's got a little nasty in it.
Ball passes to Ayton. And it's Memphis on the break. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. At the elbow, it's Jackson. And a wide open look for Bain. And the dunk by Jackson.
And I like seeing Jackson use that length on the offensive glass. You don't have to be the most physical guy when you have a wingspan like that.
Ayton in the corner. Here's Paul. Shooting foul as the whistle blows, and he'll shoot 2 free throws. The Suns shooting their first free throws of the game.
And when you look at their numbers from a season ago, 80% as a unit, that's something you'll be happy with.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Grizzlies lead by 1. And we'll get the second.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns Youth Dance Team.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for Memphis.
And, guys, they've done a great job feeding their bigs inside. They are just punishing the opposition in the paint.
Love the passing that they displayed at the start of the game. Great ball movement that's opening up some chances without really getting deep into the execution.
The small and power forwards are Bridges and Johnson. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. And it's Ayton in at the 5, down low. That's who's out there for Phoenix.
And you know, for proof of what Morant's done for the Memphis franchise, look at the offensive numbers. Grizzlies have made huge steps forward every year.
Booker dishes to Ayton. Stolen by Brooks. And it's Memphis on the break. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And you like to see this from Brooks, right? No need to fall in love with the jump shot. Give the defense different looks.
Greg, the improvement since Morant arrived has been very steady.
And the Grizzlies went from the 20th rated offense in his rookie season to number 16 in his second year, and then all the way up to number 5 last season. Ja has turned them into a powerhouse.
Memphis leading by 5. Here's Jackson. Dishes it to Adams. And Adams with the slam.
And this is right around the time when one team might start to pull away.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
Phoenix no good that time either.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
Here's Booker. Great D that time from Bain. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Grizzlies. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game.
And once he becomes a little steadier from deep, watch out. Morant will be almost unstoppable offensively.
Booker outside. Johnson, the pass to Ayton. That one falls, coming off the Johnson feet. Ayton's got 5 points so far.
Mano y mano. This is where it can get a little personal.
Yeah, again, you can't take this too far to make it too selfish, but that exchange, that's fun to watch.
Paul with the ball. He's picked up by Morant. Booker outside. Here's Ayton. Johnson, the pass to Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
Defense unable to stop DeAndre Ayton that time, getting inside and using his frame.
Young big men, though, often struggle to find consistency. But you look at Ayton's first 4 seasons, the numbers are almost identical year to year.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
The shot's good from Paul.
Just got that ball on a string and uses that change of pace so effective. Chris Paul getting wherever he wants to go now.
Ball against Morant. There's the lob to Adams. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Sometimes you raise your eyebrows at the things Steven Adams does athletically at his size. Almost impossible to stop him once he's at the rim.
Here's Paul. The Grizzlies pull it in. Adams has got 4 rebounds now tonight. And for Ayton, the numbers are impressive indeed, averaging a double-double every season.
And he's got all the tools, next steps, making more plays for others, and they've been working on his shooting range to open up the lane a bit more.
Trains it from beyond the arc.
Oh, quick thinking from Jackson. When he's rising and firing fast, you know he's in the zone.
Paul with the ball, defended by Adams. And with that shot, the Grizzly lead is cut down to 6 and the bucket from Paul.
Yeah, there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Morant kicks to Jackson. Back to Morant. Pass to Adams. And Adams with the slam.
Adams, no hesitation, and right to the rim.
Phoenix has gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Paul surveying the floor. Banked in off the glass. Paul's got 8 points.
Well, right now the defense completely uncomfortable in guarding pick and rolls with Chris Paul. He loves to dice up the D in those sets.
And so it's Memphis. All right, Dave, thank you. And
Your score, 20. The Grizzlies, 26.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You know, it seems like we're seeing more teams, Brent, use zone defense these days. Not too long ago, zone was almost non-existent in the league.
Well, Kevin, you couldn't play zone. Even though there were zone principles in man-to-man defense, it used to be an illegal defense to set up in a 2-3 zone that you see teams doing nowadays. I'm very interested if the league does, in fact, do away with illegal defense and allow coaches to use whatever defensive scheme they need to do to slow up their opposition. It might do something in terms of producing more shots so we don't get stagnation with just threes all the time. We'll see if that happens.
Taking a look at the Grizzlies. They've got Jones, and it's Conchar in at the 2-guard spot. Conchar, good.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the 3-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Crowder, the pass to Landale. Back to Crowder. That shot, no good. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. Pass to Landale. To the left side wing. A wide open look here for Craig. Another 3 for Phoenix.
That's pretty much not how they want to defend the 3-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
Jones looking for an opening. There's the pass to Conchar. Over Lee. Here's Aldama. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Shoots over Crowder. Payne grabs the board.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Craig passes to Landale. To the paint. Here's Conchar. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
And how about the sequence in its entirety? Momentum swing, and you love the effort here.
Here's Crowder. Stolen away. And now Jones running the floor all by himself. They kick it out to Green, and it's out of bounds. The Grizzlies able to retain possession here.
Great energy on the deflection, and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
Passes to Jones. Here's Conchar. 5 points in the game. Trains the three-pointer.
You got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot. That's one of the best three-point shooters in the league.
Right side Crowder. Here's Landale. Lee kicks to Crowder. Phoenix, no good that time either.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
Here's Green. Kicks it out to Jones. Back to Green. Takes the three. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Green's got the lead up to 11 now for the Grizzlies. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. We've heard about player tracking on the court, but now shot tracking is helping players refine their strokes. It measures not just makes or misses, but the arc and the depth and the left to right direction of shots. These systems provide instant feedback to shooters, help them find the bottom of the net. Kevin, back to you.
Sign me up. That is a fascinating story. David, thank you. Fires from the wing, and the Grizzlies tack on 2 more.
Yeah, there's really no defense for that one. Turnaround jumper, on time, on target.
Payne passes to Craig. And finished off by Craig.
Like to see Payne just move the ball like that.
And the Grizzlies leading by 8. Outside, Jones. Pass to Conchar. Back to Jones. Here's Conchar. Kicks it out to Jones. No good on the triple. For Phoenix, they've gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. Payne's shot is good.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Outside, Jones. Here's the lob to the hoop. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. But if it goes, and the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies with a 6-point.
Ladies and gentlemen, your son,
and while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
Dan, he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Doesn't happen with every point guard in the league as far as setting your teammates up. Lots more scorers now, but right there creating the scoring opportunity for his teammate.
3/10 quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the 4th. They've got Torrey Craig. Lee out there with Cameron Payne. Then it's Jay Crowder, and it's Landale in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. Timeout called the Grizzlies. Something you noticed about these Suns last year was their offensive talents, Brent. It could be seen from top to bottom.
Man, they got plenty of great shooters on the floor. Obviously one of the great distributors of all time with Chris Paul. With these guys scoring in a variety of ways, really tough to defend from inside, outside, and the deadly mid-range of your leader.
And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor. And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Coach Taylor Jenkins talked to his team during the break. He likes where things are headed, but he cautioned them to play smart the rest of the way. He said carelessness with the ball, with assignments, with rotations, any of that can undo what we've worked to accomplish so far. Kevin, they are so close.
Thank you, David. Brooks kicks to Jackson. Brooks with a screen on Bridges. Here's Jackson. Misses off the right iron. It's stolen by Adams. Morant outside. The turnaround Jay, and the basket is good. And the Grizzlies lead by 8. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Grizzlies.
And they've shown great focus on the defensive end, putting constant pressure on the ball and really disruptive in terms of what they've done defensively.
Something else I've seen from them in this game is just how quick they are to capitalize on a turnover. I mean, they're pouncing on that stuff. You got to be careful when you're handling the ball around them.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
After being selected first overall in the 2018 draft, some teams question if DeAndre Ayton was worthy of that.
Well, it took time for Ayton to find his comfort zone and all of a sudden became a key piece that nobody's questioning much anymore as an inside rebounder, rim protector, and a guy who can score at a high level when asked to.
Payne for 3. Oh, and he almost had a 4-point play right there. He'll go to the line with a chance for 3. It goes on Devin Booker.
For the Grizzlies, Desmond Bane.
Second free throw, no good. And he nails the third. Suns trail by 10. Paul with the ball. Johnson left side. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Johnson's got his first basket.
Chris Paul is going to find anybody that's leaning the wrong way, let alone leaving an open man.
Morant against Paul. Morant reaches to Adams. And Adams with the slam.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Paul passes to Ayton. Over Adams. And the officials call over the back. A little too aggressive there.
And he drew that call by establishing his base early and then doing a great job with the box out.
Got there early, and his anticipation of that play was rewarded by that call.
Paul against Morant. Outside for Jackson.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Outside, Bane. And the Grizzlies tack on 2 more.
A solid distributor. I think Jackson is gifted at reading defenses and then being able to spot the open teammate.
Bridges dishes to Paul. Kicks it out to Johnson. Shot clock at 5. The Suns need to get a shot off. It's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over.
Memphis ball.
.133 left in the fourth. Now here's Morant. Outside, Bane. On the wing, Jackson. Outside, Bane. Clock at 6. And it's out of bounds. They say last touch by Adams. .110 left to play in the final quarter.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for Memphis.
They found a great rhythm from long range.
Yeah, Kevin, every time they left a man open deep, he'd get a good shot at the basket. Didn't hesitate, and that aggression paid off.
Hey, you know, guys, what a nice performance it was for Steven Adams.
So many times on the defensive end, showed off those quick mitts, jumped all over the opposition and swiped the ball away a number of times.
Bane, no good.
Guys, let's just go ahead and call this one. It's over.
You want to keep expending energy, or do you want to start thinking about the next one? Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
19 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Morant against Paul. On deep. Bridges with the board. Paul finds Johnson. Now here's Booker. Jacks up a 3. That shot is off. So it's Memphis picking up the win. All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Brett Baird.